All right, friends. Are you ready for sadness? Because that's probably what we'll find. I really want to get this thing turned into a stack of $100 bills. And the way we're going to have to do that is by changing out that block heater. So that's what we're going to attempt to work on. And we're going to attempt to do that right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Rusty Oliver Man. New Holland TN of sadness. But we got it all back together, and now he wants the block heater replaced because he's had one in the cab and just never got it done. And then when I explained to him the procedure of doing it, he said, you better do that because I'm not going to do it. And yeah, because what we got to do, if I didn't explain that before, let's try to find, and then I'll show you all the stuff that it takes to do it, like that fall. Oh, I guess it's on the other side. The block heater is on this side, back behind the injection pump. You see that up in there? Can you see it? Probably not yet. Let me move you over. Can you see it now? Back in there. A large nut with a smaller nut. That is important to know. And then there is a well, let me just show you, because the new one's right here. So the fun thing about block heaters in some situations is that they're not just you screw it in and spin it around. As a matter of fact, it very rarely works that way, but Oliver's a lot of time used that cast elbow, and the unit was a straight up unit, and all you had to do is unscrew it and put a new one in. Very simple. These, not so much. Kind of like your diesel pickup, not so much. So, let's put you that way. That might be confusing, but it's the best I can do. Let's get this one out. How did, a spider built a nest in that already. Since just the other day. A spider built a nest in that and then froze to death. So that's cool. It wasn't a spider the other day, it was a wad of the white stuff. That's not perverted, it's whatever the spider house stuff is made of. Goodbye, Spidey. You didn't need to be in there anyway. Boy, it wrapped that up. It actually was in there when I pulled it out from behind the seat the other day. He's had this thing riding around in here for a while. So we'll have to try to clean out all that spider silk or whatever that is, because that probably wouldn't do it any favors. Now we're ready for our visual demonstration. So it sits in your block. I don't really know what way till we pull it out. We'll find out. But you can see how the element goes up and then down. So what you got to do to put it in, well, or to take it out, reverse of what I'm going to say, but to put it in, you got to spin only this one. Once you get the thing put in there, however, it needs to be oriented. You turn this tight. It's tight to the block. Then you take this inner piece and you turn it till you feel it hit one way. You turn it till you fit the other way, and then you split the difference. And then you have to tighten down this nut without letting the unit spin. So you have to try to hold on these threads that you can't do anything with, and then turn just that nut. So that's a struggle bus in itself in some regards. But then you couple the fact with it that that injection pump is right there, and one of the lines comes out like right here. So you can't get a wrench on it or a socket. There's just no room. I tried. So what I had to do was order this. This is an 1 7/8" crow's foot, and I'm hoping that it will do the thing. I'm hoping I can get it in there. Nobody locally had one bigger than 1.5" that I could borrow, so I just went ahead and bought this, which is fine. I also got this kind, which says it's made for appliance tubing. So this is kind of cool because it ratchets. I've never seen one of these before, but you know, it actually ratchets. And then see, then it's solid, but then it opens back up again. So you could put it on your air conditioning tubing or whatever. I don't know that that is really stout enough to break it loose. That's why we need multiple choices. And then on this one, it's going to do that one right there. But I'm still not sure how I'm going to hold that from turning. Oh, I am. It has flat sides on it. That was handy of them. So I could actually... I need to find the wrench that fits that. I didn't notice that the other day. That fits the flat sides that they milled off. And then I can try to hold it whilst doing this. We'll have to... I'm going to have to think on that. We might have to do another crow's foot and use 2 ratchets and hold it with one, and I don't know. This is just going to be a fun adventure, friends. But that's the way it's going to have to be, because whatever. In there is the gasket and then the cord. The gasket for this piece to the block. I do not enjoy this. This is not something that I really wanted to do because I hate this. I've done it on pickups before and it's not fun. See, this thing tells us what to do and how to do it. Tighten hex nut to 20-30 foot-pounds. Do not allow element to turn while tightening nut. Yeah. It's kind of straightforward, but not. Some people are going to go at it hardcore and turn it until that thing's wrapped up like a pretzel, and then it ain't going to work. So, what am I thinking? Well, I'm thinking, for one, I would like to start it and let it run for a little bit and actually heat up the engine just a little bit so that that block is a little bit warm and we're not attacking cold metal to try to break it loose. I think heat will be our friend on that. Also, I'd kind of like to move it where I was kind of in the sun so that I might get some radiant heat onto myself and whatever. Now, do I think that this will start? Absolutely, probably not. We can try it, but it's probably not going to do it. It would be neat to know, though, if we fixed the... Oh, no, it's not even close. It's not even close, friends. It doesn't go ding-a-ling, or... I mean... Or am I just not holding it right? No, it's dead. Dead as a doornail again. So that means Ross needs to get the jump box. The loader is right up in the way, so that's real handy. I think we'll go around. We will put the loader down. Then we'll get the jump box. We'll get it started, even if we have to give it a shot of the old fart pounder. But we gotta do something. I really want this done. I mean, he's getting to where he's gonna need it for something, and I'm getting to where I'm tired of looking at it. So sure. Here's our 2 wrenches that we're not going to use. So let's go put those away. Jump pack and get it started. There's our jump pack. It's hiding in this sad sack. That sad thing that we need to work on. Oh my goodness. Just walking is a chore with all this closed. I can't believe that the hood is frozen shut. That doesn't seem possible. Come on. Oh. Ah. Okay. Well, There's the hood's open again. That's a familiar sight. Yeah. What a struggle bus. What a struggle bus. How did I get in there to it? Can't even get in there. I don't think I took the... Okay. $11.7. 12.4. Let's go. Why are you doing that, tractor? You have the jump pack hooked up. Is it not even enough? It's not even enough. Boy, that sucks. 12.1. What a crock of baloney. Okay, well, I'm gonna say that this probably ain't happening today, unfortunately, because if the jump pack won't start it, I wonder how old his battery is. Well, it says 3 of 25, but wintertime has definitely turned the screws in on it, friends. It's down to 11.7. We can put the charger on it maybe, and then see what happens? Question mark? I don't know, friends. This project has just been one thing after another, and it absolutely will not play nice. I might have to wait. Well, I'm about ready to go in the house and forget it. You just won't get any videos. I've just about had enough. I guess what I'll do is maybe put the battery charger on it. If I can find a battery charger. You would think I could with all this crap around here, but we'll put the battery charger on it, let it sit a while. I'll go work on another project, and then we'll come back and see if we can't do this. I really, see now I need the loader up now to work on it, and I put the loader down. Foolish me, thinking that it would run, you know, because I can't really do much here. It's still going to be kind of in my way, but I don't know. I can wedge my body in here where the cylinder is and look at it. It's gonna suck the whole time. I hate to tell you. I mean, can you see it in there? You can see it through this angle. Way back in there. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing, people. Everybody's harping on me. Why don't you take the loader off? Take the loader off. You should have took the loader off. Loader, loader, loader. Do you not remember? Apparently people don't watch the videos all the way through or something. We tried to take this loader off. I explained all that. I tried to take it loose. I had about 40 foot of bar on those bolts and they would not budge. So I called him and said, what am I doing wrong? And he said, I have never taken that loader off this tractor. So I am guessing that they are permanently fused, and I really didn't want to start breaking stuff off and then have to worry about that too. So I thought if I could just work around the loader, I would just rough it. And it would be miserable the whole time, but it would be a lot less miserable than trying to drill out whatever's in there that would break off. I don't know. That's why. Otherwise, this loader would be long gone off of here. The other thing is he didn't give me any bucket, so I wouldn't have been able to take it off anyway, unless I would have went and got a bucket, because it won't balance. So that's why the loader's on here. And believe me, I wish it wasn't, but it is. So, and it still wouldn't gain us much access to what we're doing. The blue part would go away, but this black piece is still right in front of where we're going to be working. So yeah, short of taking all the brackets off. No. Yeah, so let me put the battery charger on this, and we'll just let it sit a while and see. It might end up being tomorrow before we get to do it now. I don't know. It's just one of those days, apparently. One of those days. So yeah. All right, we got that hooked up. It's really not as far as I thought it would be, as far as dead, but well, it was 11, what did I say, 11.7, so not far off. But cold is not a battery's friend, and we'll probably go far away from this for a while. You know, batteries can explode in the winter time, believe it or not. That actually happened to my uncle in town. He called the other day and said his pickup, the lights, he didn't have much lights, you know, acted like it was dead and went clickety click, and then he said the next minute he heard a loud pop or bang or something, and then he had nothing. And I said, well, you should probably start by getting a different battery, and we'll go from there. Because then he said, well, he had tried to charge and it was acting goofy. So anyway, I went and got a new battery and it fixed it right up. And so I have heard of that happening before. I don't know how common it is. I can't imagine that it's very common. But your acid over time, I guess, gets diluted and turns more into water, and it freezes. And then the electrical charge in there heating something up can make it go boom. I don't know, batteries can go boom. I had that happen to me one time, but it was the middle of the summer or whatever, and I didn't know that was, you know, I've heard about it, but I never saw it with my own eyes until that time. And it is loud, friends, and yeah, but it would have exploded for a different reason, not the same as this would be. So whatever, we'll let it sit here and charge a while, see if that makes any difference, if we can get it started. And then we'll start working on this again. Otherwise, we'll just abandon this project today. That's fine too. I got a lot of quit in me, so that's what we'll do. Okay, it's a few days later. This thing's been charging every day. We'll see if it will start today. We have exactly 1 hour of good weather. And if we don't get this done in this hour, I don't know how long it's gonna be, because the weather does not look great coming up. So we're gonna give it a try. I hope it will run. I hope it will run so we can position it. Hey, not bad. That actually fired up really well. I think it was running before I realized it was running. Didn't even have to use the fart pounders. All right, let's see here. I was gonna try to move it, but I don't think I'm gonna gain anything by that, so. Let's put the loader back up in the air. All right. Time is of the essence. We have to drain out some water. We just gotta. I mean, we don't. Otherwise it's going to be all over us the whole time. And we need to figure out how we're going to hold this. So I've been thinking about that. What's the easiest to get in there? Another crow's foot maybe. And I can have one on this one and then one holding the flat side. This is not going to be easy at all. There's just no way for it to be. So that's what I'm thinking. I might be able to work out here mainly. I don't even know. Yeah, so based on the way it looks, it's either in there like this or it's in there like this. So that will become clear when we get that out of there. But let me go grab one to do that. And appropriate size. I need 1/2 inch something and a long 1/2 inch extension to make this happen. And that's how it's gonna be. So we need to loosen the outer that's on there and then try to break this one loose. If we can't break this one loose, then we need to tighten this one back and forget it, because it ain't gonna happen. So yeah. All right, according to this one, 7/8 is the winner, and I have a 3/8 drive 7/8 crowfoot, so that's good, because the other crow's feet that we're going to be using are 1/2 inch drive. So I think that the right and proper thing to do here is to firstly make sure we can get that broke loose out of the block. Otherwise, that's where we're going to stop. If I can't easily get this to come loose, then we're done, I think. I'm not fooling with it. He can figure that out. So that's about as good a view as you're going to get of this operation. And I have to try to figure out how I'm going to get everything in there. I got a thinking stool. And don't freak out, I'm not really under the loader. I'm actually out in the open. So if the loader would fail, it shouldn't kill me. Come on. Boys, there's just no room. It's just so stupid. I mean, what am I supposed to do with this? I have no ability to get in there. Oh. Maybe that's not really the size of this one. That would suck, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that suck if this one was a different size and I couldn't get that on there? I'm about ready to scream because this is stupid. Is that on there? There. I don't like it. It's not pretty. But it's on there. Right? Okay. Now, we need to try to hold back with this one. Boy, this is a rickety outfit, isn't it? Oh my gosh. I'm just not up for this, friend. This is so stupid. Look at this. The more you go, the worse it is. I can kind of get there, but not really. I don't even know. That sounds like I hit you, but I don't know what else to do there, friends. Okay, I got the ring broke, or I got the 1.25 inch one broke loose. So we got that, right? Yeah. All right, now we got to try to get on that big one and see if we can get it broke loose. Okay. Now the next thing's gonna be, is there enough room in here? Sure doesn't look like it, does there? There we go. Maybe just. Basically, this is a contortion act. Ross has to be on the ground so he can put pressure against this. And it's not gonna go. It's not gonna go, boys. Let me see if I can get a different pull on it with my ratchet, maybe where it's like, okay, come on. Come on, baby. Oh, good grief. Well, that sucks, friends, because I ain't getting no progress here. Oh, good grief. Ah, did that come loose? Oh, man. Well, it's leaking now, so it must have come loose. All right, so this isn't going bad, but it also isn't going good. I got stuff drained out. I'm pretty sure I got her broke loose. The only thing is, when I drained the antifreeze out, it looked like it was green when it was in the tractor, but then when you hold some of it, like gets on the jug and stuff, it looks reddish colored. And I'm wondering if somebody just mixed whatever. So I think when I put it back together, I'm gonna get some of the gold, which is supposed to be mixes with anything. Now whether that's really true, who knows, but that's what the general accepted rule is. All right, will this come out of there now? It better, after all this hassle. I think I need to loosen the, it's coming, but it's just, we're gonna struggle bus it, is what I'm saying. I really need to get that, let me turn that outer one, or the 1 1/4 one looser, if I can, because it's wanting to spin around, and I don't think that's gonna be a good thing. I guess it doesn't matter if it's junk, but I would like to know which way it was in there. I would assume it was hanging down, but that might not be right at all. You know what you get for assuming. I also wonder if I would be better ahead to use this ratcheting thing that I got. It's supposed to be for tubing, like on, I assume on like air conditioners and stuff. Let's try that and see if it would gain us anything. I don't think it's going to fit in there any better. It might actually fit in there worse. I was hoping that maybe I could just ratchet it around. See, it kind of fits in there, but I think it's going to cause trouble when we get up to the, okay, let's forget it. Let's just go back to the other one. We're going to work harder, not smarter. And let's see if we can somehow get that out of there. I mean, we're locked in now, friends. We got to get this, because this one isn't holding water now. So whether we like this or not, we're involved in it now. Come on. I switched to the shorter ratchet. I thought that would, okay, there we go. It's holding the it's doing what I want, kinda. I just gotta keep the resetting of my crow's foot here is gonna be the most hassle, because I only got a certain amount of space that I can use for this. See, like there, I'm up against everything. So I gotta A crow's foot is kind of cool. You can do a lot of stuff with one, but they definitely have their limitations as well. And one of its limitations is the thickness of the, you know, if a guy took the starter off, I think he'd be in better shape than he is right now. Come on. See, then you gotta, what you can't see on camera, and I gotta do is, I gotta stop then and reposition my ratchet, because it'll get in such a crazy position according to the crow's foot that you won't be able to make her happen. So you either ratchet it all the way around, or you switch directions for a second and ratchet it different. But this is working. It's just, it's slow. And it's starting to come into it now. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. We're very close. The only thing behind here should be a little gasket. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay, come on. It's so close, but yet so far. Oh, man. How are we coming, friends? Shouldn't we be about to the point of where a guy could turn her by hand? I think we are. Come on. Oh, we're gonna hit a tight spot. I wonder if that tight spot's because it's, did the outer piece quit? No. Oh, friends, struggle bus. There we go. That's what it was, though. That outer piece gets in a bind. Okay. I can operate like that a little bit. It's already turned, though, quite a bit, because when I started, those two prongs were horizontal, and now they're just practically vertical. So we gotta sort that out. Mess. I wonder if I've already taken it around once too many, like it ruined the element, and that's what's doing it. Because I can, oh man, my hands just don't have the grip strength there. Oh geez, we're so close. Oh, I wonder if, okay, I wonder, I get what's happening, I bet. What I need to do is really loosen this outer one and push that in, and then that'll let it get me more travel. Let me try it with this hand. Might be able to better correctly get in there with a hand that isn't half tired from carpal tunnel or something. It almost feels like that element was up. We're so close. Come on, baby doll. Okay. How is it in there? I don't think we're positioned right. Okay. How can we get out of there, element? It's deceiving. I feel like it's... Okay. How do you get it out of there then? Do you have to take the... You have to take this all the way loose? I feel it. Oh, boys. There. There. Okay, we got it out of there without self-destruction. I believe it was hanging down, according to the way that it looks. It's actually, I don't know that the new one's like that, but look how it's bent in. I don't know if that really shows up on camera either. But let me grab the new one here and we'll see if we can put her back in there. I think that's actually recessed a little bit, like that's got a step on it. Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, the new one is not that way. It's straight. So somebody either bent it a long life's way. Maybe it's gonna become obvious. Maybe I bent it when I was taking it loose. It makes it go in there though easier when it's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, come on, baby. Come on, baby doll. This is our last thing, baby. And then you can go back home and I never have to see you again. That make you smile? It does for a lot of girls, and they never have to see me again. Oh, we're gonna do this fight, huh? We're gonna go a little bit at a time. I wonder why. You know, that doesn't really make any sense at its core. Why that won't just pivot on there without hanging up, but I should be able to just go roundy, roundy, round, and that not there like that. Okay, maybe I was using the wrong tactic. I was thinking I needed to keep whatever. Okay, now we want that to float in there for a little bit, because the last step is tightening the outer thing. We got to center it in between its travel. When we turn it and we feel it hit, we're gonna have to land right about there. But first we need to tighten the outer piece. So now we need to put this in there, maybe. Inch and 7/8. There we go. Oh, I don't want to wrench down on it till let me make sure this is still loose. It should be, but I don't want to ruin this brand new one. As much trouble as I had to get to this point. Buying tools to fit it, inch and 7/8. I mean, we're very close here. We just have to, I just want to, I really would like to get another pull on that. Oh. I think we're gonna call that there. Unless I can get it on there one more time and get one more. Let me get a stand-up pull on that if possible. where I'm not kinked up in the floor here or on the ground. Let me actually switch ratchets too, if possible. Come on, gently, come off of there. I want this one. Okay. Okay. Now, the trickiest part. This is the trickiest part. I have to hold. I have to get my hatchet back first. Okay. Gotta watch the time too, because I gotta go to a funeral. So I gotta get that right. I can't miss the funeral for this. Even though this probably pays a lot more money. Okay, let's get we need our center to center. That's up against there one way. That's up against there another way. It's very fine amount. Let's turn it in by hand as much as we can. Then we're gonna go there. I think I'm gonna hold it there so that when I pull on it, ultimately it's gonna spin a little. It'll end up parallel, because it needs to be pretty well. It needs to, okay, let's see here. What a cluster of sadness. And if I could just get my both hands in there better. You know. Uh-oh. My ratchet quit playing the game. Almost feels like it did. Okay. I'm thinking it's just about where we want it. Maybe I should quit with that. Let's quit with that. Because I don't think I can. Alright. We're going to stop with that. It's actually, I don't know, that's very close to the middle. Let's stop with that. And what I'm gonna do, well, first of all, what I should have done, I should have cleaned that out better, because I forgot it had that spider nest in it. Dang it. I'll have to get some picks and pull on that. But it's in there. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, now, what I think I'm gonna do, well, I'm gonna pour in what I drained out, but then I'm gonna go buy gold, which is supposed to mix with anything, because I have a feeling that as a farm, this just got whatever poured in it that they had on hand, and that's not exactly the case. And I've seen strange things happen. Yeah, see how that's got like it's green, but it's got a pink tint to it too. So I'm gonna get gold, and that should be fine. I'm not into draining, or like, I really don't want to empty the whole thing out and try to do all that. No. We will need to run it when we get more antifreeze and try to get the air bled out good. But for now, this is going to show us hopefully that it's not leaking. You know, if I come back and it's dripping, then we know we did something wrong. So for now, we're gonna close the hood, I think, and we're gonna walk away. We're gonna leave it sit. We're gonna leave it sit. Leave it sit. And then when I come back, I'll button it up the rest of the way. The only thing left to do then is clean that out, put the cord on it, thread that on, you know, and then live our happy life. You know, this isn't rocket science here. You just plug it in and screw the ring on there. So, but I want to make sure that it's not leaking, you know, before we go down that rabbit hole of sadness. Let's just make sure, let's get the rest of the fluid put in it, make sure it's not leaking, and that should be it for it. I'll test it a little bit. Again, I'll let it run a while and maybe drive it around and run it a few days, not just today or whatever. I know he's waiting for it, but it really is yeah, I found that it's better to just wait and me mess around, play with it a little bit to make sure that something doesn't immediately start leaking, because that sucks when they get it back and then right away something happens. Sometimes you can do it and something happens anyway. I remember we worked on a 190 one time, Alice Chalmers, and I drove that thing around for probably 2 hours and it didn't leak a drop. And then when they went to drive it home, it started leaking in places. So figure that one out. But that block heater is in there. So we will, like I said, I'll get more antifreeze, and that's pretty well all then it's done. We tackled this project somehow. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. So that's where we're gonna leave this one. I don't know if this was anything. This video took several days to film, and I don't know, it was kind of a bunch of little pieces, but we should be pretty well done. We're down to just topping off some antifreeze and hooking up a cord, and I don't think you have to necessarily watch that. Also, I promised you 1 hour of good weather, and I was right. Now you can feel the Arctic wind. Well, you can't feel it, but you can probably hear it, and it's getting super cold. So yeah, I will get more antifreeze and finish this off camera, and hopefully you will never see it again on a video, because yeah, it's really put up a fight for us, but we finally got it. You know, if we'd have had more time, like if this would have been about, you know, June, I think I could have got a better turnaround time. I think everything would have cooperated better. We'd had better weather definitely, where we could just do it day after day till we had it done. But anyway, can't go back and change that. So we are going to leave this one here. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.